Okay, to everyone, good morning. So we are in Siman Resh Samech Vav Seif Zayin. This person is traveling, and now all of a sudden it's Shabbat. He didn't realize, and the sun set on him. So now in this case, he has nobody around. It's just him. So before he had a horse, or he had a donkey, and he had a child, or he had different things where he could put his money. He's got his wallet on him. So now he's alone. What does he do? Obviously, this is talking about that you're not in your car, you're walking. So what do you do in this case? So the Shulchan Aruch says that because the Chachamim were now holding money on you is Muktzeh Midirabanan. So the Chachamim were lenient to give you a way to figure this out because we don't want Jews to lose their money. And also people are bahul al mamono, people are very like crazy over their money, and they're not going to let it they're not going to throw their wallet on the floor. They'll just do it in a non-allowed way. So the way that is allowed, says the Shulchan Aruch, is yitaltelenu pachot me'arba amot. So the situation here is that you're traveling, and so when you're traveling, now there's a halacha that you're not allowed to even walk 4 amot in Reshut HaRabim, 4 amot, it's 8 feet, in a public domain with items that you're carrying. So there's one thing of carrying from one reshut to another, from one area to another, from a private domain to a public domain. And now there's another thing is carrying in a public domain for more than 4 amot is not allowed. So now you're in a public domain and you're carrying your wallet, what do you do? So the issue is carrying for more than 4 amot in a row. So go pachot ma'arba amot. So walk. So you say it's 8 feet. Let's just say it's 4 amot. So you walk 7 feet and then you stop. Then you walk another 7 feet and then you stop. Then you walk another 7 feet and then you stop. And you keep on doing that. You walk 3 amot and stop, 3 amot and stop. And you keep on doing that till your destination. So that way you didn't violate technically, and that's a way out, how to work it out. Now the Mishnah Berurah does point out that your destination usually is not you don't live in the public domain. So how do you go from the public domain to the private domain? So in that case, he says you're going to have to throw it. You can't walk in because that's also you'd have to throw it into your private domain. And now when you're in your private domain, leave it there because it's in your private domain. Or if it's still not safe to leave it there, then you can walk less than 4 amot in your private domain as well. But you need to have to throw it in. Now the Taz brings out an interesting case. We're fortunate to live in a place that has an eruv, but if, let's say, you are in a situation that so by the way, this wouldn't help even if we have an eruv. Let's say you're walking down Bathurst, right? So you're in a public domain. So you would need to go for like as we said. Now once you come into a private domain, then it's a different. Then again you have to throw it in. Now what happens if, let's say we have a mohel over here with us. So what if, let's say, on Shabbat you're in a city that doesn't have a eruv, now you have to do a brit milah for the child, and for whatever reason the mohel is not doing it at the house, or let's say they're doing it at the shul. How do you take the child from your house to the shul? Everything's there. Or let's say the mohel left his tools, left his knife, whatever, at the shul. So you got to figure out how to carry either the knife to the baby or the baby to the knife. And the way to carry the baby to the knife is using a goy. The Taz goes a little bit strict also by saying do the 4-step thing. The Rav Yosef says we don't need to do that, and you can just tell the goy to do the whole thing of carrying the baby to the brit milah, to the synagogue. The last point is that all this discussion that we spoke about, all these leniencies to make you not lose your wallet, whatever, and not have to throw your money on the floor, and now Shabbat started, too bad, throw your money on the floor. All this is if this happened to you accidentally. You're traveling, like, I got enough time, and you realize, oh my gosh, Shabbat, I didn't realize, then that's what we're talking about. As opposed to, let's say you're in your house, getting ready for Shabbat, and you're like, oh, you know what, let me quickly do an errand, I'll be back in time for Shabbat. And you go do that errand, and then, oh, it's Shabbat. Now, oh my gosh, I have my wallet on me. What do I do? I'm sorry, sir. That's called a poshea. You were negligent. You were at home. You this, and now you went out in such a situation. The other guy was called an honest. It was accidental. He was traveling home. He had to get home on time. Oh my gosh, he's rushing. He didn't realize Shabbat is going to happen so fast. And then, so that's a big difference. And if a case is negligence, then one cannot use all of our leniencies that we spoke about the last couple of days. Okay, that's that for today. Minchat tonight at 5:15. And we have the Chinuch Shiur as well at Daniel Conti's house. You can check the flyer for information. That is at 8:30 tonight. Have a good day, everyone. Tanit Gilio.